AKAI Professional have just released a new version of their #1 MIDI controller, okay? In this video, I'm going to unbox the AKAI Professional MPK Mini. Check it out! What's up? My name is Matthew Stratton, helping you create music. On this channel, I'll do setup videos, tutorials, and overviews just like this one. If you're new here, consider subscribing. So I'm really excited today. I got the AKAI Professional MPK Mini. This is the new version, and I'm really excited about this. And I'm also really excited because these knobs here are now continuous, okay? So they're not 0 to 127 like the previous version. So I am curious to see how that works. And it also has a little screen on here. So I think this is going to be a great complement to the new MPC Beats software that's come out. And you can see on here, we get the MPC Beats software, and it also comes with Hybrid 3, a MIDI Grand, and Velvet to get you going. Now keep in mind, this is a MIDI controller, and you're going to be able to use this with all music production software, as it says here on the box, so you don't necessarily have to use the MPC software. I just think the MPC software will go well with this controller. Let's get into the unboxing. Now first of all, there's going to be some tape on here, so you do need to cut the tape to get into this. Then it looks like it's just going to be a simple open right there. All right, let's go ahead and crack this box open. Very nice here. Let's pull it out right away. Okay. Now it does look like it comes with a USB cable. That's always a good thing. You need that USB cable, okay? And then it says your hit song starts here. Now I do want to note that on the box here, it does say your hit song starts here, and it gives you a website to go ahead and download your content. And I also want to note this is the special edition white version of this controller. I'm just going to open this USB cable so we can take a look and see how long it is. That's how long it is. I guess you can't really see, right? But I would say that's about 1 foot, 2 foot, a little more than 3 feet long. Let's go ahead and pull this out of the side from here. And then out of the plastic. It's taped up right here. Okay. Just pull that right out of there. Boom. I do want to say, I think this is a slick looking device. The keys feel pretty good. So these are like little miniature keys on here. I think they feel pretty good as far as when you press them, they bounce back pretty good. Now with this special edition, the keys are reversed. I think that looks really slick, actually. Okay, you got the black large keys and the white small keys up here. That looks really slick. Then you got your XY controller right here. This is a 4X-axis XY controller. Oh wow, these buttons have a little click to them. That's actually really nice. Let's turn these knobs. Not bad. Not bad at all. Continuous, so I can keep turning these knobs again and again. They feel good. They definitely feel good. These buttons feel good. The pads actually feel good to tap on. Like it feels solid. Like it doesn't feel like it's going to move a lot. I think there's some rubber pads on here. So these rubber pads are definitely doing their job and keeping it in place right there. So that definitely helps out with banging on these pads. Like it's not moving at all. Boom. I really want to see what the screen looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug this in and see what the screen looks like on here. So if you look on the back here, we got the full size USB cable port, which is nice. It makes it feel a little bit sturdy right there as far as your USB port. And you got a sustain pedal, so you got a spot for your sustain pedal right there as well. On the side it says AKAI Professional in black. AKAI Professional right there. Looks pretty good. This is what the front of it looks like. Okay. And overall, it has a good weight to it. It has nice rubber feet on the bottom. Keeps it in place. Alright, so there's 4 feet on the bottom. Alright, so I got the USB cable plugged in there. I'm going to plug it into my computer, and let's see what happens when I do plug it into the computer. Boom. Comes right on. Program, MPC, BPM 120. All right, it says setting up device on my computer. Device is ready. MPK Mini 3 set up and ready to go. All right, so it's plug and play into the computer, and I think we're ready to go. If you look at the actual hardware here, the screen is readable. It says PGM.MPC, and then it says BPM 120, and then we got our banks here. So our bank A and B. Okay, so right there is our banks. Then we got our CCs, and then we got our program change. Program select. All right, so press and hold to load program. So the screen is readable. Okay, there is writing on there that I'm able to read. Now over here is the joystick. So when I do turn this joystick or move this joystick, you can see the different numbers right here. So that's registering okay. We got our arpeggiator on and off. This does have a arpeggiator on it. Okay, and it does have tap tempo. Okay, and then if you look over here, there's a little numbers for time divisions. And this is gonna correlate with your arpeggiator and your note repeat, as well as you got swing and different things over here. All right, and then we got octave up and down right here. We got full level, we got note repeat. Okay, and then we got our pads. Again, these pads feel good, and we're getting feedback on the screen. So it knows what pad. It says pad 1, channel 10. So it looks like default it is on channel 10. And boom. Okay, it does have a number that's showing up there, and I think that is velocity. So these pads are velocity sensitive. So if I press it light, that's like 52, 31. You can see I'm pressing it light, 001. If I press it hard, we're at 127. So the pads are velocity sensitive, and you can see what the velocity is right there on your screen, which is actually really cool. All right, and then we got our knobs here. Let's see what happens. So I'm turning that knob. So if I turn it to the left, we're at 0. If I turn it all the way to the right, we're at 127. And then if I keep turning it, it just says 127. You can't really go higher. If I keep turning it to the left, it just says 0, 0, 0, and it can't go any lower. And these are on channel 01, it looks like. It says CH01. Now it is worth mentioning there is an improved process for the software that comes included with this, and it also comes with the controller editor. So if you look over here, there is a controller editor as well that you can find right here. And again, you get Hybrid 3, the MIDI Grand, and Velvet with this. MPC Beats is actually a free software. Anybody can get this, but they do include it in the downloader right here. And you can also get your MPK Editor. So I'm just going to download this as well. So all you got to do is click download it. It downloads it in there. All right, and then it'll give you the option to install it right away. So you can simply click install and go through the install process. Very simple. And then when you're done installing, all you have to do is click open right there, and it'll launch it for you. This is where you can actually do customized programming. All right, so you can customize your MIDI maps and everything in here. And you know, you get 8 different programs that you can actually store on your device. And so what your programs are is basically all these pads can be customized to whatever note you want them to be, and all of these particular values here can be customized as well. All right, and you could go absolute or relative mode on your encoders right there. That's how you would change that for each individual encoder. You can have up to 8 different programs. Now I just want to show you really fast that this does work with the MPC Beats software. So you can go ahead and get started making beats right away with this. So I'm going to open up MPC Beats. So I'm going to open up the MPC Beats 2 project. This is the project that I was working on my MPC Beats Beginner's Guide video. If you haven't seen that video yet and you're curious about this software, click right there. I'm going to leave a card. It's going to take you over to this software so you can find out more about MPC Beats. But I just want to show you that this controller actually does work well. So I'm going to go into this project. Okay, going to go ahead and double click that, load it up. Now I do have a MIDI mapping. This is a MIDI mapping I made for my Atari Beat step, but now I have this one here. So I should be able to go to Factory and then AKAI, and then I should be able to go right here. It says AKAI MPK Mini 3. So I'm going to go ahead and click that one. Now you can see all the pads are lined up. Okay, and then if you look at the cue links, all the cue links are assigned as well. And I do want to show you this one little thing, because I know people were having problem with this. If you go right here to where it says MIDI, you need to make sure you do have this on control right there. Okay, and you can sync it right here as well. All right, that's going to be important for you, but I just wanted to show that. If you put that on control, you can map MIDI mappings to your particular controller. Now, just to show you that this does work, this right here is the first cue link. It lines up with program level on the current screen. When I turn this knob, it does indeed work. All right. Okay, now when I go to a new track, let's go to this keys track, you can see the program level is on a completely different thing here. Now when I do turn that knob, it does work very nicely. So these continuous knobs are a massive improvement from this particular MPK in the previous one, because the previous one had it to where it was 0 and 127 and they were absolute values. You can see the cue links over here are relative type, and therefore you can go from parameter to parameter and change different things with the cue links, and you get a really smooth transition. Okay, so if I wanted to change the program level, I can do it there. I can move the playhead here very simply, and right here is my horizontal scroll. So if I use this cue link here to zoom in, I'm going to be able to scroll very simply there, and it's very smooth with the control. I can, move it easily. So the continuous encoders on here are a massive improvement from the previous MPK. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to make an entire completely different video showing you how to actually set this up. Just so you can see, I'm on bank A here. All right, so that's going to be the first 16 pads within the software. So it's going to be A01 here. And then up here is going to be pad A08. And then if you go to the B bank right here, this is going to be pad A09. And this is going to be pad A16. So you do technically have access to pads 1 through 16 within the software using this controller. I'm genuinely excited about the features on this keyboard. The continuous encoders that are actually smooth, very, very nice improvement. The pads feel great. The buttons got that little click to it. They feel great. The little screen on there, if you have bad eyes, might be hard to read, but I can read it just fine. You have this here. I still need to test this out with, the MPC software, but I imagine that's going to be great. You got your arpeggiator, you got your note repeat, you got full level. This is great, you got your different options in here. You got your CC controls, your program select, so you could do different mappings on here as well with the program select. All right, so if you want these encoders to do something different than control your cue links in the MPC software, you can select a different program after you set up your program. So you have different options with this device. So I'm definitely doing more videos about this unit. So subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon. Once you're done with that, check the description. I'm gonna have links to the other videos in the description. I'll also have a link to this exact controller in the description. So check that out. All right, my name is Matthew. Continue creating music. We'll talk soon. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching.